Well, my friends, this one is a very sad one. E3, an era is coming to an end. It is officially over. We're going to talk about exactly what this means. Not doing a face cam this one. Usually for news videos, we do a face cam. Just haven't been feeling great. Didn't want to, go on camera today. So we're just going to throw up some random gameplay in the background in case you're wondering what's going on. I don't know what I'm going to throw up yet, but I'm just going to throw on some random gameplay when we're just kind of talking and different things like that. But I do want to say that, man, if you guys have been around the channel for a while, we had a lot of great memories with E3, streaming it, reacting to it. I know there's a lot of people that had the chance to actually go to E3 in person over the years. If you have been someone who was fortunate enough to attend an E3, I'd love to hear your guys' favorite experiences and memories from E3, or maybe even some of the downsides to attending, like maybe like the long wait times to actually play demos of games or whatever it may be. I'd just love to hear your guys' thoughts. No matter if you went or didn't go, if you just watched it online like me, wherever you sit on the spectrum, I'd love to get your guys' thoughts, and just let's just kind of reminisce a little bit in the comment section and go down memory lane, just kind of talking about some of our favorite E3 moments. This one, like I said, this one's a sad one. If you do enjoy this one, not that you're happy for the news, but if you enjoy the video content side of things, please do leave a like. Really helps the channel. If you don't like it, completely fine. Let me know why, so I can improve the content in the future. We're not going to waste any time. Let's just kick things off by throwing it up on screen. This is from the official E3 Twitter as of an hour ago at the time of recording this. It's currently 11 a.m. on December 12th, 2023. And this is what they had to say. They said, after more than 2 decades, that's 20 years of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Wow. I mean, that's it. That is really it. If you remember back in March, E3 was the last tweet they actually posted on their Twitter, was that ReedPop and the Entertainment Software Association, the ESA, have announced that both the digital and physical events for E3 2023 were going to be canceled. And the whole thing was like, well, maybe they're going to come back next year. But a lot of people seeing this coming. The past couple of years, they just couldn't get their footing. They just couldn't get things going. And everybody knew this was it. We were getting to the point where the day was going to come. They're going to say, hey, that's it. We're done. No more E3. And that day, my friends, has finally come. There is no more E3. It is permanently over. That is the end of an entire era. And it's sad because, man, E3 was epic. It was so cool. It felt like, Christmas in June for a lot of gamers, right? We would hang out. We would watch all of these different events. We would see, what the industry had to offer. Whether you attended or not, it was just such a huge kind of pinnacle of the year for gaming, where we got to see both what was going on recently and what's coming out in the future. New announcements. There's so much hype around it, and the closest thing we've got since then, and it's not really the same, but I'm happy we have at least this, has been the Game Awards, ironically, which we just had a few days ago. And again, the Game Awards is probably the closest thing we've got, but the Game Awards is like a 2-3 hour show. A lot of it, there is filled with a lot of ads and a lot of, which I understand, there's sponsors and, they got to fund the whole thing as well. The production is, is very massive, but at the same time, it's only one night. It's just not the same style, right? We would get excited. We'd have we'd be like, PlayStation's going to have their show. Nintendo's going to have a direct. It's always going to be like a digital thing, but then they're going to have booths on the floor. Xbox is going to have their show. There's going to be like Square Enix will probably have a show, and Capcom and Bethesda or whatever. Well, now Bethesda's been part of Microsoft, but you know what I mean? And so on and so forth. And it'd be exciting because we'd look forward to like this whole week-long event where it'd be like, okay, we would have multiple different shows that would last, roughly an hour or so. Some of them would be like an hour and a half, depending. When we tally it all up, obviously a lot more than what the Game Awards is. Which again, I'm glad for the Game Awards we have that, and there's also Summer Games Fest in the summer. But again, it's not the same as what E3 has been. Maybe this is Jeff Keighley's I guess opportunity to turn Summer Games Fest into something bigger and better than it is already, right? Like it's a great show, but maybe it's his opportunity to try to reel all of the industry in and to create kind of his own E3, right? Again, make Summer Games Fest even bigger than it is right now. And just kind of, get back to that sort of experience. Maybe the industry doesn't even want that anymore. I don't know, but I would love to see that kind of return. But one thing's for sure, E3 is done. Listen, again, I want to hear your guys' thoughts about, E3 being over. What are your favorite, memories of it? Look, personally speaking, especially from the content creation side of things, I've had so much fun just being able to hang out with a lot of you guys in live streams in the past years where we just got to hang out, react to things live. Those are such fun times. It felt like every time I would stream it live, it felt like I was sitting on the couch with a bunch of friends, but all my friends were across the world, you guys. And I know that sounds kind of maybe corny to some people, but it's true. It was really just a cool experience to be able to sit and react to with a bunch of people across the world that, I probably will never meet the majority of. And just being able to do that digitally, like as if we're all friends in the same room, was a really cool vibe. And that was some of my favorite memories. And just watching all these events and just kind of, man, it's just great. When variety of different consoles got announced. I think the PS4 and Xbox One, that era was a really exciting era just to see, because I think that's the first time where we really felt like we were going into like a really massive jump in a generational leap, right? Where like games are just becoming so much bigger and so much crazier than ever. And so for me, that was a great era as well. Even with the whole like Don Matrix, whatever his name was, that used to run, be the head of Xbox and all that crazy online always stuff, which ironically were pretty much online always at this point anyways. They kind of snuck it in with both consoles. But the point is, even with that, there were so many great games at that time, it's when I started content creation with, the game DVR functionalities that were built into these consoles. It was just really, really cool. Just such a fun experience. Just really down to earth, and just a lot of great memories for me from that era specifically as well. So again, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. What are your favorite memories? There's so many that I could name, but at the end of the day, we would sit here forever if I named them all. So again, guys, let me know your thoughts. It's sad. It's the end of an era, but like I said, hopefully maybe Geoff Keighley takes this opportunity, takes advantage of this, and really reels in to try to make Summer's Game Fest even bigger and better, and not just stay stagnant in what it is right now, but again, try to make it even bigger and more massive. I know that's probably a huge undertaking, but he's done a lot with the Game Awards and Summer Games Fest in the past few years, and if anyone could do it, it's probably him. So let me know your thoughts again, and hope to see you guys soon in another one. Tell them friends. Game on. Thanks for watching. Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.